How many people are excited to be at Black Tech Week? We had an opportunity to be able to partner with Comcast LIFT Labs. It was a gathering of Black thought leaders. And what we wanted to do is just to be able to break bread, but find ways that we can connect so that we can power the ideas that they have. Lots of times we don't know those who labor among us. And just to be able to come together, share ideas, talk about AI, and then find ways that we can support each other.
So one, I just want y'all to just take this all in and look at this like amazing space, and thank you all so much for helping to put this all on for us. And just take a moment to just appreciate all the great Blackness, loneliness across this table. Like, things like this don't happen by accident, so thank you all for helping to put this on.
So my name is Isaiah Jenkins. I work at Comcast NBCUniversal LIFT Labs. We're working with Rebrand Cities to curate intentional spaces where Black and brown founders are authentically being themselves, really showcasing their technologies, their solutions, how they're innovative, and really being able to share resources amongst the community so everyone can benefit from those resources together.
We had a conversation just out in, while we were mixing and mingling, is that there is this fear that AI is going to absorb everyone's job. And I feel like a lot of startups, especially Black startups, are really leaning into that. But if there's like any advice that you would give to either a startup company who is kind of considering going to the AI route, what solutions or advice would you give to those folks who are kind of like on the fence?
Yeah, so if you think about the Industrial Revolution, so we're in the fourth one, right? And so with every revolution, it's always displaced the skilled craftsman of its day. So I'm old enough to remember how many people had a Britannica encyclopedia. So the young folks have no idea what an encyclopedia is.
Hold on. No, don't do that. Yeah. My grandma had a whole thing in the basement. I used to go down there and I'm there.
So we had those, right? My daughter has no idea what an encyclopedia is because they're on the internet, right? And so there's going to be displacement, but there's going to be creation. And so we're looking at this and thinking about intelligent co-creation, the human ability part, and then the AI capability, and where does that and where's that intersection? And so I think really finding what is that space in terms of the human ability, and really lean into that, because the machine can't dream. The machine cannot dream, but you can dream, and you can bring.
He dropping jewels.
So that was a bar right there. Y'all can just go ahead right now. But it's an opportunity to be able to figure out what is that space. Also, how many people either run a company or have a job in there stuff that you don't like to do? That's a great candidate for AI, right? So what if we could mitigate the stuff we hate doing and automate that through AI, and we can lean into the stuff that we draw our energy from, we can bring our creative self to.
We gathered some amazing people, investors, founders, entrepreneurs, VCs, to come together and talk about the future of AI. We had a lot of good food, but what was most important was the community aspect, sharing of ideas and connections, something that is oftentimes missed in our communities. There were people here from Oklahoma, Atlanta, right here in Cincinnati, Detroit, my hometown. But the biggest takeaway was that community piece. We shared some knowledge about the future of AI, its biases, how do we not get left behind, how do we teach our children to get into this field early, how do we use AI and not have AI use us.
The most positive thing that I took away was actually being here today. That's it. The conversation was great, but the people, the relationships, the fact that something like this is being put on, that it's happening here, that it's happening in other spheres. One of the things we talked about is, what are the other organizations or what are some of the virtual communities you're a part of? And people began doing that same thing of being vulnerable and saying, I'll share this spreadsheet. I'll share this, contact that I have that can help you as an entrepreneur. That was the most positive thing.
So we don't come together enough in spaces that are, I would say, sacred, spaces where we could kind of let our hair down and feel comfortable sharing the challenges that we have. And what we wanted to do was to create a safe space where those kind of conversations can happen and we can really uplift each other and talk about things we already know because we're all dealing with the same thing. And that's what we were able to do today. And this is not the end. This is really just the beginning.